What your water bill can tell you about saving cash. The city of Riviera Beach enjoys its lowest crime rate in decades, and the beauty of Riviera Beach below the surface. Those stories and a lot more coming up next on the Riviera. Hello everyone, I'm William Giles. Up first on the Riviera, your water bill. It's been a major concern in recent months, and as Arnett Lawrence shows us, carefully reading your water bill could reveal overlooked cost and reveal how changing some of your usage habits could save you money.
Reading and understanding your monthly utility bill is a practice every resident should take seriously.
It is very important because the customer will then be made aware of the usage that they have used over the past 30 days, in addition to the amounts as well, and to see your due dates on your bill, which is provided, and if there's a 2-month bill or more, then there's also a disconnect date as well.
Being vigilant in examining your water usage, for example, can also help determine whether your home or business is losing water that is costing you extra money and if you need to make repairs.
My advice to customers is to look, when you read your bill and you look at the date that it was read, the to and from date, there's a date from the prior month up until the current date that it was read, and it also provides, the bill also provides your consumption. If your consumption is what you feel is abnormal, then that's where the customer should start checking. You can have a toilet leak, which means that once you flush the toilet, and if you have to go back and shake the handle, you could have a small leak.
A tiny water leak in your toilet or faucet may seem harmless, but experts say even the tiniest of leak over time could add up in loss of water and in extra cost.
Yes, I have a little ruler here which has some various size holes. In the very bottom hole, which is about 1/16 of an inch in diameter, it has if it has a pressure behind it which is about 50 to 60 psi, which is water coming out of the water plant with some losses. If that runs constantly for 1 month, that would leak approximately 25,000 gallons of water. That's a lot of water for a normal residential home, which if with 2 or 3 people, you may be only using 4,000 or 5,000 gallons a month. Sometimes the leaks are underground and you don't detect it. There might be some earth bubbling if it happens to be in your yard. You might be able to pinpoint it there. But a small leak is hard to detect, but there are ways of determining where that leak is, and more than likely you have to use a professional for that.
Your monthly water usage is measured by a water meter in much the same way an odometer on your automobile measures mileage. But what might seem confusing to some consumers are the charges for water usage. The city of Riviera Beach charges for water not by the gallon, but by the thousands of gallons. That means a home or business that uses only 400 gallons might receive the same bill amount as a home or business that uses 1,000 gallons.
Because you would have to go to 2,000 in order to be billed for the usage. Anywhere from 1,001 up until 1,999, you're still billed 1,000 gallons. If you use less than 1,000, you will only receive the basic charge. In other words, you'll start off with the $12.47, which is this basic charge for water at this time.
Consumers should be aware that charges for wastewater disposal, garbage collection, and stormwater also appear on your utility bill. For On the Riviera, I'm Arnett Lawrence reporting.
And if you have any questions about how to read your water bill, you can call customer service at the City of Riviera Beach's Utility Billing Department at 845-4050. Well, coming up next, the business of starting a business in Riviera Beach. We'll tell you what you must do, and we'll have a few tips that might help you get started. And a report on a healthy way to live, work, and play. We'll be right back.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
You little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living. Hey, kid.
To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. And we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome back. Well, the sagging economy has made it very tough for many people to find jobs. And while the economy is showing signs of recovery, unemployment and underemployment remain a major concern, leading some people to take a close look at self-employment. But before you open your doors for business, there are some important steps every new business owner must take to be legal in the city of Riviera Beach. Keon Blue explains.
Many new businesses have opened recently in different locations in the city of Riviera Beach. And due to the still sagging economy, others may be thinking about doing the same thing. But what people should know is there are certain credentials that must be acquired before a new business can open its doors.
First, you have a location, and you go to the zoning department upstairs, which is located up with building department, and you make sure that what you've chosen is zoned for that specific type of business. So you get a zoning pre-approval form. Then you bring it down to me, and I have the other applications that will question, your location, your inventory, mailing address, all that stuff on the forms. Then I will also, if you don't have the information, I will tell you what state agencies you need to go to, whether you need Palm Beach County Health Department, depending on the type of licensing you get, what other licenses you will need from state and county officials.
City officials say the business licensing process ensures that a business is established in the right location, which not only benefits the business, the process benefits the entire community.
Well, the overall goal of zoning is to promote uses that are compatible with one another. For example, you would not want to have an intense use such as a heavy industrial use next to a single-family residential area. So that promotes compatible uses within the city.
Even in a down economy, city officials say they have been quite busy lately.
Business is quite good, actually. We have quite a few new businesses, and there are more coming here all the time. I think Riviera Beach is a diamond in the rough. It's a beautiful area, and businesses are doing well here. They're thriving. And our license fees and rents and everything else are very, very reasonable compared to the rest of the state to be in such a beautiful city. So I personally think anybody that came here and started a business could do very well.
I would say that Riviera Beach in general is a good place to start a business. The specific use itself is going to dictate what area of the city would work best. If you had a commercial type of business, I would recommend probably looking along Broadway or Blue Heron Boulevard. If you had an industrial business, I would say that 13th Street has a lot of opportunities. If you also had more of a marine-centered type of business, potentially working with boats, there's an area of the city that we refer to as our working waterfront area. So it really depends on the exact use that you're looking to start.
You might want to open your business as soon as possible, but it is very important that you go through the legal process first, and that takes just a little time.
Depending on the type of business and how many inspections are needed, it can take up to 30 days.
A business license, also known as an occupational license or tax receipt, is not only required by the city. Most businesses must get a separate county business license as well, and both licenses usually must be renewed each year.
Business license benefits the community in many ways. New businesses not only provide local jobs that help the overall economy, the business license itself provides additional revenue for the city. For On the Riviera, I'm Keon Blue, reporting.
And with the revitalization of the Riviera Beach Marina underway, right now is the perfect time to start creating your business plans if you're thinking about starting a new business in the city of Riviera Beach. The Riviera Beach community prides itself on being the best waterfront city in which to live, work, and play. But as Rashina Walker explains, even in a charmed lifestyle, you still have to keep a close eye on your health.
Work crews from the City of Riviera Beach's Public Works Department put in long hours keeping road medians well manicured and streets safe. But while they make sure the roadways look good and are hazard-free, experts say each member of the crew should be vigilant about keeping an eye on their own personal health, especially those who spend much of their workday under the sun. In a health seminar sponsored by Coventry Health, Dr. Manur Weissef, a dermatologist at West Palm Hospital, is educating city employees about skin cancer.
Skin cancer is a serious condition. Let's talk, for example, about basal cell carcinoma. Basal cell carcinoma is the most common skin cancer. It doesn't travel in the body, meaning it doesn't go to the brain, the liver, or the lungs. So it's a good cancer to have. However, if you had basal cell carcinoma in a location that is critical, like close to your eyes, on your nose or on your ear, you may end up losing half your ear for that, or your eye.
The skin, or in medical terms, the dermis, is the largest organ in the human body. Any unusual changes anywhere on the skin might seem harmless, but could be the start of a deadly cancer.
Any new lesion that is not going away, that is evolving, changing, bleeding, crusting, should be checked. We also talked about the ABCs of melanoma, A being asymmetry. Any asymmetrical lesion should be checked. And you can judge that if you draw an imaginary line, you can fold the lesion on itself and it fits. This is a symmetrical lesion. If it doesn't fit, it's asymmetrical. Borders should be smooth, color should be uniform, diameter should be no longer than a pencil eraser. E is another word or the letter, evolution. If it's evolving, if it's changing, as I said, should be checked.
Health officials say wellness seminars are an important tool for keeping employees healthy. They also say it reduces sick time and health insurance costs.
We just want to keep all the employees abreast of different wellness techniques they can utilize during the year. We have one every month. This month we had 2. We learned earlier this month we learned about food consumption and everything, and the different products that go into food consumption and the making of foods and everything.
For On the Riviera, I'm Rashina Walker-Willis reporting.
More to come on the Riviera. Tourists not only marvel at Riviera Beach's topside beauty, dozens of visitors from around the country come here to get a glimpse below the surface. Stay with us.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Service is job one. That's the slogan of the Riviera Beach Police Department. D'Angelo Carter will explain later how that top priority on service is carried out by more than just human officers. But first, here's Keon Blue with a report on how the Service is Job One vision has made our community safer.
Riviera Beach police officials say the city is enjoying its lowest crime rate in decades.
We have had a great deal of success impacting drug and open-air drug markets in our city. If you walk around, it's virtually impossible, if not extremely difficult, to see any open-air drug transactions at all. So we've improved the quality of life steadfastly over the past 10 years. And so we're excited about where we are right now with our downward turn in crime. It has just dropped dramatically over the past 10 years.
Public safety is top priority for every officer in the police department. Each of them understands how important a safe community is to residents and for economic growth.
One of the first things that new businesses look at when they're talking about and thinking about relocating is what is it like in that particular community? Are my employees going to be safe? Is it a safe environment? Is it a safe place to raise families? And Riviera Beach, I'm proud to say, can say that we are a very safe community.
The rear bumper of every police car spells out the mission of the department. Service is job one. And Police Chief Clarence Williams says that means keeping crime rates low in every corner of the city.
The men and women of the Riviera Beach Police Department train hard. They're dedicated to this community. We have a unique service delivery in our city, in that our city is divided into 3 geographical areas, so we have a decentralized approach to our service delivery model. And we also employ the latest and the greatest technology. And we've been quite successful with integrating our technology with our human resources, and all of those have helped us in maintaining crime at its all-time low here in Riviera Beach.
Every man or woman who wears the shield has sworn to protect and serve the public. It is an oath they take very seriously.
We are a service provider, and our goal is to make certain that we provide quality law enforcement services to this community, and that we are instrumental in helping the community shape crime prevention efforts, and that we let bad guys know if you do the crime in Riviera Beach, we're going to catch you and you're going to jail.
Now, all the Riviera Beach police officers wear a blue uniform or drive a police car. On the Rivieras, D'Angelo Carter shows us a different type of police officer that may not be able to speak, but is just dedicated to fighting crime.
This major piece of the Riviera Beach police force combines men and men's best friend to protect and serve the people of Riviera Beach.
Well, the K9 unit is a major part of police force because what their main function is a cover officer. They are a cover officer. They track people Also, we got 3 dogs that are, actually 4 dogs that are narcotics certified, and then we have 1 dog that is bomb certified. They're all certified in patrol tactics. That means when an officer pulls up, that dog will probably be their primary backup.
The certification of these animals as working law enforcement team members is a key part of training that is not taken lightly by the human officers of the Riviera Beach Police Department. Each human officer knows that the training for K9 certification is a level of confidence that their 4-legged partner are fit for the job. But achieving that training takes time.
Anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but it takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months. There's 2 phases. You got a patrol tactic phase, and then the other phase is whether you want your dog certified in bomb detection, drug detection. There are even other specialties that use, like bloodhounds, body detection. There's all sorts of things you can teach these dogs to learn. But for Riviera Beach, to get the most bang out of our buck, is the patrol tactics, the narcotics detection, and the bomb detection.
The work of the police K9 unit is not unrecognized. This unit is becoming increasingly renowned for its high achievements in law enforcement. So much so that other Florida counties and cities call Riviera Beach Police for assistance.
Actually, the Orlando Police Department, they had the All-Star game this year, and they actually asked for our assistance with bomb detection and our K9 for crowd control. So we ended up sending up 2 K9s. We ended up sending Officer Foster and Officer Menard up to Orlando, where they assisted in that event.
With such a supreme group of officer and K9 partners, awards and accomplishments are in the future for this K9 unit.
Well, this K9 unit that you see behind me is a pretty new unit. We're just getting to pretty much get our training in, and we haven't entered any tournaments yet. In the past, with our K9 units in the past, we would go to every major K9 unit competition and perform and get awards. But this one here, what we do plan on doing that in the future. But right now, we're getting our training up. Officer Foster is our K9 instructor. So basically, he just got his instructorship last year, and he's been conducting all the training. He actually finished training our newest dog, which is Hercules, which belongs to Officer Cedric Edwards. Let me introduce the guys that are behind me also. This is Officer Edgar Foster, this is Officer Joe Hoffman, Officer Cedric Edwards, Officer Melvin Menard, and Officer Charlie Baruth. They make up the Riviera Beach K9 unit.
So this small but major piece of the Riviera Police Department is unique and recognized in many ways. For On the Riviera, I'm D'Angelo Carter reporting.
In our next broadcast of On the Riviera, we will profile veteran women police officers and their dedication to serving the citizens of Riviera Beach. Well, up next, we'll show you how the Blue Heron Bridge in Riviera Beach spans the world. Stay with us.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're gonna beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Finally, on the Riviera, the city of Riviera Beach is renowned for its beautiful beaches, beach parks, and its lush green scenery. But beauty in the city of Riviera Beach runs much deeper than what's seen on the surface. As we learn in this report, the Blue Heron Bridge is the star attraction for a special group of visitors from faraway places.
It's not as famous as New York's Brooklyn Bridge or California's Golden Gate, but travel to many parts of the United States or even some regions of the world, and chances are you might meet someone who knows about the Blue Heron Bridge in Riviera Beach.
Absolutely, go, go, go.
The attraction is not the bridge itself. It's what's swimming in the shallow, clear blue waters underneath that's drawing scuba divers by the hundreds, some driving hundreds of miles from the Northeast and even traveling from other countries to get a glimpse of this harbor city's undersea wonders.
We come over to Riviera Beach to dive Blue Heron Bridge because it's one of the greatest beach dives in the state of Florida. People from all over the state come here. People from all over the world come here to Blue Heron Bridge to dive this spot.
There's a lot of people that dive, and a lot of divers want to be here in Florida. I've got students that I've certified, excuse me, in Jersey and New York that look at retiring up there and coming down here just to dive.
Just what is it about these waters under the bridge that beckons so many dive tourists? And what is it that makes Riviera Beach so uniquely different from any other city by the sea along the entire U.S. coastline?
Riviera Beach is actually one of the closest places to the Gulf Stream, and that's why we have such clear water. So it's a really unique location. So you get a huge variety of species.
We see so much stuff, macro stuff. We see everything from tiny little nudie branches to sea turtles, stingrays, you name it. We see snook underneath the bridge. We see barracuda. There's just absolutely such a wide range of marine life to see here, and that's why it's drawing people here.
A lot of fish, a lot of starfish here. We saw an eel today, a lot of arrow crabs, big snook. Saw a lot of big snook and hogfish, some tropical fish. So I see a lot.
Some of the more charismatic fish that people are going to remember are the parrotfish. Really brilliantly colored, and you can get really close to them. They're not scared of you. There's also big schools of grunts and angelfish and small barracudas. So there's just a lot to look at.
Another great thing about scuba diving at Blue Heron Bridge is easy access to the water. Divers can park their vehicles just a few feet from the shoreline, unload gear, and be in the water in just minutes. The key is arriving early enough to get a parking space.
I actually showed up today 4 hours before high tide, and we were doing some snorkeling and swimming out here, just killing time before we could get in the water at high tide because there's so little parking.
But even if they have to drop off dive gear and park elsewhere, divers say the experience of diving at Blue Heron Bridge in Riviera Beach is well worth it.
Well, that's this edition of On the Riviera. Don't forget to tune in for our next show that will include a special report on female police officers and the great contributions they're making to public safety. Until then, enjoy and be safe in all that you do, and make sure, whatever you do, do it on the Riviera.